Hi, how are you? Hi, everybody. How are you doing? So, I am the owner of Phoenix Body and Beauty Institute. I actually started my journey a lot different. I was actually a body contourist, not an esthetician or anything like that. But I felt that I needed to have a better understanding of the body and everything that's going on, especially since body contouring goes with massages and all the whole spa, everything. So I became an esthetician. And then from there, I have a background in the military, so I teach. So here, Chin, do you mind if I share my school since I'm here?
You do everything. Do anything you want.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn it around, guys, so hopefully you can see it. So right now the door is off. So let me take you to the front real quick because I'm in a plaza.
Kind
So
of
this goes
blurry.
back to
Wipe
the
your screen off. I don't want to why it's blurry.
It's blurry.
You turn it around again.
Turn it off.
Turn it around.
Turn it around. I was walking.
It's blurry. Wipe your screen off. The back part of your phone screen. Now turn it around.
Can y'all see now?
We can see you, but
when I turn it around,
take the blur off on your
oh, y'all, I'm not that. Look, I will never tell you how.
Well, it doesn't matter. You on a
You know
blur.
what? That's okay. We'll do it this way. You can see me though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what we'll do. I'll just walk it backwards. All right. So I'm in a plaza. Hopefully you can kind of see. I know it's blurry, but just kind of bear with me. Okay. So I'm in a plaza, So we have a lot of different businesses here. I like to promote mine because I have a sign that's right. Do you see that? You can't see the sign. Let's see if I get closer if we can see the sign.
Flip the camera around.
Flip the camera around. Come on now. I'm not that tech savvy. Come on. Work with me here. Hold on. Haha. But that's still blurry.
Yeah. Well, they said go to your camera settings.
Oh, y'all. Come on now. Hooked on phonics.
It doesn't matter. You can keep talking.
Okay. Just bear with me. Just know that when you come up, make sure that you guys got to giddy up. Basically, this is my sign to let people know that I offer eyelash training and esthetician training. I have eyelash at the top because let's be honest, in Texas, eyelash licensing is a new thing, and that's what everybody wants to hear about. Here's the beauty of this. The bathrooms are here, so I don't have to maintain the bathrooms. We got women and men, but then you have the whole roster of where everyone is. And of course, my sign is here. You can't see it, so I'm not going to get into it. Hopefully we can see a little bit of this.
Yeah, we're going down the hall.
Yeah, we're going down the hall. So let's see if I can get closer. Can't read it, but it says Phoenix Body and Beauty Institute, professional education certification, approved TDLR CE provider, approved DOL and TWC training. That's a whole nother thing for money. But then I open the door. At that bottom, what you see is my sign that says schools, student practitioners, right? It's not really big, guys. It really isn't. You see, I have the whole setting. That's a printer over there. This is where we sit. This is where our products are. Then we have chairing, right? Because of the rules for Texas, I wanted to have a really aesthetic way of showing. God, I hate that you guys can't see this. I'll just have to take pictures later, Chin.
They said take the blur off. It's on your
probably on the camera settings.
On your Zoom settings. On Zoom, where the camera is, if you click on the arrow, it should say blur my background. You can click on that and it'll unblur it. Like where your camera is, you know the camera on the Zoom?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to it right now. Give me 1 second. Look, I know how to get to here.
Okay.
All right, so there's the camera. Camera's off.
Okay, now click on the arrow and you see where it's got blur background.
No.
It's like a drop.
Guys, you might know this. I don't know this. I can program a computer. Not this. Sorry. I don't see it. Okay, just bear with me. You see things right here. So what I have is at the top, I have school proof of inspection. That's the yellow. You can see colors at least. Coming down, I have my school license, Texas Barbering and Cosmetology, because now that's where we're living in Texas because they've combined the two. The green one is basically showing you what what programs I offer in the clock hours, eyelash extension and aesthetics. Come down, we have that I'm a CE provider. That's my my license from the state. Really important, Texas. If you don't have it, you need to get it. Your human trafficking sign, you need to make sure that you can see that. Okay, guys? And then at the bottom here, I have complaints. Do I really think I'm gonna have complaints? No, but you get them anyways. Okay, so here's the beauty. Let me tell you one thing. This is low key, quote unquote, my office. What does that mean? That means my student records are here. Let me tell you why that is so important. Because I just found, oops, sorry guys, I just had an inspection and I was moving next door, growing, right? So I moved my office out, and then come to find out, per the rules, because I didn't double check, per the rules, the student records have to stay in the same spot as the school unless it's connected. So keep that in mind when you're looking for your space. So to explain why I did that, this used to be my office. I made it a wax room. Why did I make it a wax room? Because in most aesthetics classes, they teach you how to do the armpits, the eyebrows, the mustache, the chin, the legs. But when you're an esthetician, you also get to do the lady spot as well as for men. So now we have a dedicated room with a door. This is just a mirror. Here's the beauty of this, guys. This is a very small room. These are tables. This is a student kit. It's not a very big room at all, but I have it set up. My table is at the front. I have 6 tables in here right now. I know it's hard to see, but just bear with me. This is not a big room. And like I'm showing you, you can kind of see past the blur. 3 tables here, 3 tables there, and then that's my stuff in the very back. And then of course I have a chalkboard because they're easy to come by. Then here's my room. Here's my practical room. Now I started off with 3 beds. I've expanded now to where I have 6 beds. I have these beds, the white ones, because that's kind of like more of that spa feeling. And it helps with aesthetics, and they can practice on the other one. Other than that, I have regular spa beds, right? In the kit. And when I started, I only had 3 beds. When I had my first inspection, I had 3 beds. We were in this room. This was actually the classroom. And I had 3 beds in here. I had carpet. The key to that one is the only reason why I got to pass my initial inspections, because under the carpet, I put plastic. So if we spill products, we're covered, right? Okay. So since then, obviously, we pulled up carpet and everything else. We've always had this. This is a Texas requirement. You have to have a room for you to have your products. Of course, because I also teach body contouring, which is in the advanced treatment, I have all of my aesthetics items on this side, right? Because you can see the lamps and such. And then I move over to more of the body contouring, and then I have the supplies for them for like blankets, towels. And in this mirror here, this one, it does 2 things. One, it allows the students to check their appearance before they go work on anyone coming in, as well as behind it, I have my facial products. You have to have a sink in Texas. So there's my sink. And then, obviously drawers for supplies. And then I have my sterilizer. And then here is where I do my body contouring products. I make my body contouring products. The students don't, but I do give them a lesson. Of course, the fridge and the trash. Other than that, guys, that is my school. Now, what I've done, because when it's time to do the practical portion, right? Because a lot of people are super nervous when it comes to practical, because you're learning the book and you're regurgitating what you've learned in the book, right? But the hands-on portion, they get so nervous. Thank goodness now we get to do this. Thank you so much, guys. We get to do this now on mannequins and not people. So, well, let me show you something. This is why I got dinged, because I took this room, and excuse the mess, I'm working on it. I was making this my office. So before I paint it, I have to cut a hole into the school. That goes into the practical room, right? Yeah, there's the branding. You can't see it, but there's my branding. Anyhow, the point of why I came in this side is because this is the side. This is the side that I actually have it set up just like the practical when you're going to go do your hands-on. So let me get closer to one so maybe you can see it. So clearly I have a chair, I have a table with the countertop, and as you can see, that's me in the mirror. I have 1, I have 2, I even have a sink, right? Trash. This is where I sit to do the practical, just like when you're in the practical setting. Here I have it for eyelashes, because they don't have you stand at a station like this. They have you at a more of a nail station. So I have this table here for my eyelash students. Of course, the blinds are closed in. And then I have 2 more stations right here. So what I'm trying to give my students is like a hands-on experience, if you will, for how it's going to be, because this helps cut their nerves. And I'll tell you, I can only control so much of what my students can regurgitate. I give them a whole, I have like a another class. I have it online for them where they can just go over the items that are required for them to study. How do I know what those are? Because TDLR gives you a list of the categories that they want you to cover. So I have them, just focus on that. Not a brain dump of all the information, but more of a honed in focus on what's going to be on that test. Because that's what a lot of people run into is that they start studying everything like the history and all the anatomy. They're not asking you that on the test. They're asking you guys more of a question of for the God, I just had a brain fart. Sorry. They're asking you more for the making sure you know your sanitation and things of that nature. It's all out there on TDLR. And then also, I want to make sure that they have that hands-on approach, because then that way that helps bring down their nervousness. So far, my students, I've noticed they're scoring high on the hands-on portion. So I have to work a little bit harder on them to retain that, but they're passing. So I just wanted to show that because I have that set up, that's with growth. And then, the confidence that I have in my style of teaching, then I met Chin. Chin is, I'm a headache to Chin. I'll own it because I'm trying to do everything under the sun. But because of his patience and his team's patience, they're still helping me put my stuff together for the accreditation portion, because that's where I'm at. And I attended the conference last year because I was eligible. And I'm glad I went to Chin. I met Chin and he talked to me and we started preparing things, because though I didn't have everything ready to turn in, I already knew that I had a strong team behind me, Chin and his team. So the items that they're going over and they're telling you that you need as an initial practitioner for the accreditation, a lot of the stress that you feel, it's not there. I'm telling you, I was blowing Chin up and he was like, I got you. We got you. We got you. He can show you all of that, that I was texting him like crazy. And I will tell you that I actually met a lot of other school owners that are actually in Chin's program. Did I meet some other people that are in other programs? Absolutely. But I'm telling you, all of us who are in Chin's program, we didn't look like we were sweating anything at all. As a matter of fact, one of them, Uncut Barber Academy, she and I are neighbors. She can't ever get rid of me now. I told her that. But she does barber and I don't, but we can still team up and help each other, as well as she already put in her paperwork from what I'm understanding. And now she's going through the process to where she's going to get closer to her initial NACAS inspection. So what he's telling you, I'm telling you guys, take notes, get ready, and make sure you pay attention. I can tell you that her inspection aspect, as far as for the state of Texas, just make sure that you stay on point of what the rules are, and that you are meticulous in your student files, because like Chin has told you, you cover yourself with the documentation that you have your students complete. But if you hold on to it and you have it in an organized system, don't just throw stuff in there, and don't like put holes in it, staple it, paper clip it, whatever, because you don't want to lose files. But this also helps you stay on top of accounting when it's time to do your taxes, when it's time to report the money that you have to. If you happen to get Pell Grants or other things, if they're ever looking for the money to see where you are, or if you can get awarded a grant, sometimes they want you to break down where that money has went to. But it helps give you a sense of clarity to make sure that you know that you're on top of everything that you're doing. But I'm going to stop talking, and I just wanted to share that because I'm really excited, and I'm so glad that I met Chin. I mean, I know you guys saw my comments, but I'm telling you, best thing ever getting with Chin and his team.
So anything else that you want to tell them, or what if somebody try to do it themselves?
Well,
in your experience, because you're not the average person. You are above average when it comes to intellect, education, and all that. So let's hit on that.
Okay, well, that's a lot has to do with, because I am a 20-year vet from the military. So, and I was a paralegal. So my brain works a little bit differently dealing with lawyers all day. But knowing how to put court cases together and everything else, obviously we follow checklists. I developed them, but obviously beauty and paralegal are two separate things. You can only take some of the skills. That's why I said Chin and his team was so helpful to me, because where I think I might have it, I reviewed it. I'll be honest. I was like, okay, I got the checklist. I enrolled in the program. And I tell you, I was in the program and I was moving at a really, I do it now, but that's only because I do a lot of stuff at one time, at a snail's pace, right? That doesn't mean I'm not doing something. It just means I'm not moving effectively. Well, if I know that I can do this, but then there's somebody else who has a team who are experts at it, then step back and let the experts happen. I mean, I'm telling you, I actually, here's something for you. Though I have an aesthetic school, I actually farm out different portions of my training to the people who are doing it every day. Beauty portion, clearly, as you see, I don't wear makeup, right? Aesthetics, we're all into makeup anyways. I have a whole esthetician who does my beauty portion of the training. I have another esthetician, mind you, their primary thing is hair, right? Because one's doing locks and one is cutting. But they come in, and then I have another one who does my lamination training for the eyelash class. So if you know, you can be, if you're the expert of everything and you're doing everything, you're only the jack of all trades. You're never an expert. You don't have to do anything. You can collaborate. That's what's important too. You have to make it worthwhile for everybody. And then, like I said, at the conference, there are a lot of people who aren't even in the beauty industry. They just want to own the school. Personal opinion, I think that if you're in the industry, you have a better understanding of how to be able to make sure that your school can meet the needs of the students, because you know what you needed when you went through school, and you know now that you're in your profession, your license, what you wish you would have had that you can now give. That just comes back from that military background. You know, we're trained on one thing, but we do tons of other things. Did that kind of answer the question, Chin?
Yeah, that answered it. I just wanted them to hear from, I guess, another school owner, because y'all been listening to me all day. So it's always good to hear from other people. And thank you, Dionne. You keep up the great work. We're going to
Absolutely.
accreditation, get that paperwork done.
Yes, sir. I promise you I'm working on it.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you guys for your time, and I'll answer